Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Karl Marx and Meyer. This game was played in Germany in 1867. Karl Marx had white pieces and he started with e4. Meyer played e5, f4, king's gambit. Pawn takes pawn on f4, king's gambit accepted. And now bishop to c4. Knight to f3 is the most played move, preventing queen to h4. Karl Marx played bishop to c4. g5 defending the pawn. Knight to f3, g4, white to move. How would you continue? If knight goes to e5, then queen to h4 check, forcing the king to move to f1, losing castling rights, and then black usually plays knight to h6. Back to our game. Karl Marx castled kingside, sacrificing the knight. This is known as the Muzio Gambit. Meyer happily accepted the offer. Queen takes on f3. Queen to f6. e5, sacrificing the pawn. Queen takes on e5. d3, intending bishop takes pawn on f4, defending the pawn. Knight to c3, knight to e7, bishop to d2, intending rook from a to e1, knight from b to c6, rook from a to e1. Who is better? Well, black is better materially, but white activated all his pieces, and black king is in the center of the board. The game continued. Queen to f5, knight to d5, intending knight takes pawn on c7, defending the pawn. Bishop to c3, attacking the rook. Rook to g8, bishop to f6, there is lots of pressure on the knight on e7. Meyer played bishop to g5, very good defending by Meyer. Bishop takes on g5, queen takes on g5, knight takes on f4. And now knight to e5, threatening knight takes bishop. Queen to e4, d6, intending bishop to f5 in some variations. h4, attacking the queen. Queen to g4, white to move. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Karl Marx played bishop takes on f7, attacking the rook. Rook to f8. If knight takes on f7, then queen takes knight on e7, checkmate. And if bishop to f5, queen takes on b7. So, Meyer played rook to f8. Bishop to h5, attacking the queen. Queen to g7. This is a pretty good move, defending the knight on e7 because d4 is coming. d4. Knight from 5 to c6, c3, a5, intending rook to a6. There was a move that Meyer considered, and that was bishop to f5. Meyer considered this move, but he didn't play it. Why? What would Karl Marx do in this position? What would you do? Please pause and find the best move for white. What is the best move? Queen takes bishop, and after knight takes on f5, knight to e6, check, king to d7, knight takes on g7, knight takes knight, bishop to g4, check, knight to e6, bishop takes on e6, and white is winning. Back to our game. So a5 was played, intending rook to a6. White to move. How would you continue? Karl Marx played knight to e6, check. Bishop takes on e6, and now Karl Marx is very precise. Not queen takes bishop. Rook takes rook, check. Queen takes rook. Queen takes on e6. Rook to a6. Black is still better materially, and the rook is coming in the game. White must act fast. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Karl Marx played Rook to f1, attacking the queen. Queen to g7. How will you continue now? Karl Marx played bishop to g4, threatening checkmate on d7. Knight to b8, defending d7 square. White to move. White played a move and black resigned. And the move is, can you guess the move? The move is rook to f7, attacking the queen, and the other threat is queen takes knight on e7, checkmate. Well, black resigned. He would have to give up the queen in order to prolong the game. Have you heard of Karl Marx? He was a philosopher, economist, historian, political theorist, journalist, revolutionary socialist, and last but not least, he was a very good chess player. However, some people say that because of chess, he was good at all these other things. Chess makes people smarter. And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.